Dear student, class 12th, subject biology. We are going to study the first chapter of biology related to class 12th. Name is reproduction in organism. At this chapter, we have learnt what is means of reproduction, how many type of reproduction, what is the difference between asexual and sexual reproduction, which is better mode of reproduction, vegetative or asexual reproductions. We have also studied various type reproductive mode of asexual reproduction just like binary fission, sporulation, budding, gemule formation, fragmentation, and various mode of vegetative propagation in plant. Dear student, all the living organisms after attaining a certain growth trend to multiply. The process of multiplication to produce same and new offspring is called reproduction. Reproduction is a process of producing new individual of same kind from same pre-existing ones. Reproduction is the basic feature of all the living organisms. All organisms reproduce for perfections of their species. Reproduction is an important aspect of life as no organism can survive forever. For every organism, death is inevitable. The loss of members caused by aging, disease, or some other reasons is compensated by reproduction. The genetic material of an organism is transmitted to next generation by reproduction, and this type of multiplication is known as reproduction. So, thus reproduction is a significant means to keep the organism in existence. Nobody lives forever. However, life goes on clarifies the role of reproductions. So, dear students, produce a new offspring by process of cell division or specific organs to multiply and maintain the continuity of life on the earth known as the reproduction. All the living organisms, after coming into existence, grow and reproduce and die as a result of aging. Each and every organism can live only for a certain period of time. The period from birth to natural death of an organism represents its lifespan. Every organism has a characteristic for lifespan. The average lifespan of human is 17 years. There is great variation in lifespan of other living beings. It is generally believed that lifespan of large animals is greater than those of small animals. Animals have reached 70 years. Hippopotamus or rhinoceros 15 years, horse 45 years, gorilla 25 years, dog and cat 15 years, squirrel 5 to 10 years, house rat 2 years, mole 1 year, and mayfly 1 day. Reptiles are noted for longevity. Tortoises are Cantaneverian. However, they are probably only one animal that can outlive people. Plants generally have greater lifespan as compared to animal. It is because generally the plant continue to grow at their tips when a large part of body consists of dead cell. There are four stages in lifespan of an organism. Dear student, at this content we have learned what is the reproduction. Reproduction is the multiplication of organism. Reproduction is the production of new offspring that is known as in organism. The genetic material transfer from parents to offspring to maintain the continuity of life in the earth, that is reproduction. These are the definition of reproduction. Reproduction is necessary on the earth to continuity of life, to development of organism, to evolution of organism, and survival of new offspring, multiplication, mutual transfer of genetic material. These are the objective of reproduction. Every organism have so four stages in our life or lifespan. First is juvenile, means juvenility. Second is maturity. Third is aging, and fourth one is death. Juvenility. Juvenility is the period to reproductive stage of an individual. Maturity. In this stage, organism reproduce. It is the end of juvenile phase. Aging. Progressive deterioration in a body of organism is called aging. Deterioration process is inevitable for death. Death. Important term is death. Death is a biological phenomena which occur due to lowering or cessation of all vital activity of body, and all the vital activities or metabolic activities are ceased, so body is not workable, that is called death. Acellular organisms like amoeba, bacteria are often called immortal because natural death is absent in them. These organisms lead an internal life. In this case, parent cell, nerve cell die but divide to produce two or more offspring, and continuity of life is maintained till the conductive living condition prevail. Some other words, just like death, clinical death, biological death. Death, when our vital activities, just like catabolic and metabolic activities, are ceased, that is known as the death. What do you mean by clinical death? The condition of cease of beating of heart. First characteristic at clinical trial or doctor's death, cease of beating of heart, pulse and dilation of pupils after being static is termed as clinical death. Means three character, your heartbeat are ceased, your pulse and dilation are of pupil is ceased, that you should be announced you are dead. Biological death, various body cells and organ remains alive for few hours after the clinical death. Hence, transplantation of organs is possible just after the clinical death. Death of body cell is termed as biological death. Brain cells are the last cell to die. Collagen's protein constitute about 40% of total body protein. A study of aging is known as gerontology. One word also mentioned in your consciousness. What do you mean by gerontology? The branch of biology which deal with the aging, known as the gerontology. So, dear student, mode of reproduction. The mode of reproduction are different according to various species and available condition. Organisms show two basic type of reproduction. First, asexual reproduction. Second, sexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction means involvement of a single parent. Asexual reproduction means no requirement of any specialized sex organs. Asexual reproduction means no fusion of gametes or two or more cells. So we can say that the reproduction of offspring by a single parent without formation and fusion of gametes is called asexual reproduction. So, as a result of which all the individual are genetically identical to parents. Identical individuals obtained from a single parent are called clone. So we can say that asexually reproduced animals or offspring considered to be a clone. It is a important question for your annual examination. What is the characteristic of asexual reproduction? Asexuality or asexual reproduction means involvement of single parent, no transmutation of genetic material, no fusion of two or more gametes or individuals, and they are means individual are genetically identical with their parents. So we can say that if they are identical individuals with their parents, these are called to the clone. Each member of clone is called ramette. This type of reproduction, there is no difference at all between the parents and their offspring with respect of genetic material and hereditary character. The production of identical copies is simple and direct and typically rapid. Asexual reproduction occurs most commonly in plant and invertebrate animal like protozoans, poriferans, cnidarians, bryozoans, annelids, etc. Asexual reproduction does not occur in members of mollusca, arthropoda, and all vertebrate. Asexual reproduction in organisms occur by the following method. So, dear student of class 12th, first question is important for your annual examination is this chapter. What is the asexual reproduction and their characteristic? One question also associated with this question, how can we say that asexually reproduced organism considered to be a clone? That answer is that if single parents is involved, if gametes fusion is not performed, if uh, if offspring are individual genetically same with your parents, that is known as the asexual reproduction. Asexually reproduced individuals are genetically hereditary, identical, exact, similar with your parents, so we can say that they are the clone of our parents. Mode of asexual reproduction. First, fission. Asexual reproduction by fission is most common mode of reproduction in unicellular organisms like bacteria and protozoa. Dear student, mention a point you learned first today. This you learned the example of particular type of asexual reproduction. So, what is the example of asexual reproduction of fission? Example bacteria and protozoan. Asexual reproduction by fission is most common of reproduction in unicellular organisms just like bacteria and protozoa. In this method, the body of parent divide into two approximately equal part. Mention this point. Parent body is divided into two approximately equal part, each of which grows into individuals similar to the parents, that is known as the fission. If a body divided into two equal part, that is known as the binary fission. If parent's body is divided multiple equal part, that is known as the binary fission. So, dear student, we are going to elaborate what is the difference between binary fission and multiple fission. First fission, when parent's body divided into equal half, that is known as the fission. If one body divided into two equal half, that is binary fission. If one body is divided multiple half, that is known as the multiple fission. Binary fission, in this fission the parent body divide into two identical offspring by mitotic division. Mention this point. This fission represent the mode of mitotic division, which nuclear division or karyokinesis is followed by division of cytoplasm or cytokinesis. Dear you, your previous classes, you well studied what is the cell division, what is the karyokinesis, and what is the cytokinesis. So, dear student, on the basis of plane of cytokinesis, the binary fission of two types, regular binary fission or simple binary fission, irregular bifission or longitudinal bifission. The type of binary fission occur in bacteria, amoeba, in which plane of division is difficult to observe. Spherical or cocci bacteria may divide from any plane, which rod shape or cylindrical bacteria divide into an angle or longitudinal division. So, dear student, point is noted that binary fission are mostly found on the bacterians and protozoan animals. In Paramecium, transfer binary fission are found. In Euglena, longitudinal binary fissions are found. In Ceratum, oblique binary fissions are found. So different type of binary fissions are performed by different type of animals. Zygogony or sporogony, this term is studied at new next chapter, found in the amoeba and euglena. So dear student, first we have learned what is the binary fission. Binary fission is a mode of asexual reproduction where a single parents divide into equal halves. Sometimes it is regular, some it is irregular. Most of binary fissions type of asexual reproduction shown in bacteria and protozoans. Dear student, another type of mode of asexual reproduction is plasmogamy. This type of reproduction occur in multinucleate protozoan. Mention this point. Plasmogamy is found maximum in multinucleate protozoans. Means those type protozoans they have multinuclear, more nuclear in their cell, like Opelina, Paloxima, Palomixa. Learned this name. Opelina and Palomixa is the example of plasmogamy. In plasmogamy, body of parent organism is divided into two or more small-sized multinuclear daughter organisms. These daughter organisms attain normal shape. These daughter, see on here, first it is a opelina. Single cell have more or much nucleus in their cytoplasm. This cell separate into two equal halves and perform the plasmogamy. So we can say that body of parents organism is divided into two or more small sized multinucleate daughter organisms. These daughter organisms attain normal size after growth and development. Example of plasmogamy is Opelina and Palomixa. Plasmogamy randomly perform at the multinucleate protozoans. Next, next mode of asexual reproduction is budding. Budding is an unequal division of organism. The simplest type of budding occur in certain protozoans like Verticella and Ephelota. Learned this name. Verticella and Ephelota show the budding. In these organisms, the budding occurs by irregular fission, resulting in a small daughter individual in form of bud. After being separated from body of the parent, each bud grow to full size and become an adult. It is known as monatomic budding. For example Verticella, when numerous buds come out simultaneously from the body of the parent animal, that is known as the multiple budding in Ephelota. So dear student, what is the bud? It is a outgrowth separated from the axon of cell, that outgrowth is known as the budding. It is the result of unequal division of organism. Sometimes single bud are raised, that is known as the monatomic budding. Sometimes two to more buds are raised or grow on the surface of living organism, that is known as multiple budding. Example of monatomic budding, when single bud are grew found in the Verticella. Mention or learned this name. Verticella is the example of monatomic budding, means single outgrowth grow to unequal division of organism. Example of multiple budding is Ephelota, means two to more buds grow on the irregular or unequal division of organisms. In multicellular animals like sponges, hydra, asexual reproduction occur by acting budding. In these animals, bud are formed in form of outgrowth from the lower portion of body. These buds gradually grow and later osculum or mouth tentacles are formed and its free end after attaining full growth, the bud either remains attached with their parents or get separated and becomes a independent animal. Dear student, we have learned first monatomic and multiple budding in unicellular organisms just like Epholota and Verticella. Some multicellular organisms just like a sponge, Hydra also show budding in form of asexual reproduction. In sponges and Hydra, buds are developed in form of outgrowth. They are developed and mature to separate with their parents. These birds gradually grow in form outgrowth, develop the mouth, develop the tentacle, and sometimes it's are free or attached with parents and perform the asexual reproduction. Dear student, budding is two type. Sometimes it is exogenous, sometimes it is endogenous. Exogenous means bud is formed toward outer side of parent body when bud is developed outer side of the living body, that is known as the exogenous budding. That type of buds develop on Cycon and Hydra. Learned this name. Hydra and Cycon is the example of exogenous budding because in both animals buds are developed in the outside of the body. Exogenous budding found in single cell fungi like yeast. It occurs during the farival condition during the reproduction from any end of mouth of yeast. One or more outgrowth develop, grow from bud and remain attached initially to the parent cell. Endogenous. Endogenous means formation of bud occur inside of the body of parent cell. Means exogenous buds are developed in outside of the body. Endogenous buds are developed inside of the body of parents. Example of endogenous: gemmules in sperm, gemule in sponges, Faculina, Tetra, Spongilla. These are the example of endogenous budding. Dear student, we have learned what is the asexual reproduction, why asexually reproduce organism considered to be a clone, and type of asexual mode of reproduction. We have learned fission. So, at the point view of our annual examination, one question is important for what is the difference between binary fission and multiple fission. So, dear student, binary fission, it give two individual or daughter organisms. Bi means two, nari means body. When single organism divide into two equal half, that is known as the binary fission. Multiple fission, when body single parents is divided or form several or more than two individual, that is known as the multiple fission. Binary fission occur in favorable condition, but multiple fission occur in favorable and unfavorable both. In binary fission, nucleus of parent's body divide only once to form two daughter nuclei. In multiple fission, the nucleus of parent body divides repeatedly to form a number of daughter cells, so form a number of individuals. In binary fission, cytoplasm cleavage after each nuclear division, but multiple fission cytoplasm does not divide after every nuclear division. Example of binary fission: amoeba, paramecium. Example of multiple fission: amoeba and plasmodium. And after that, what is difference between budding and fission? In budding, unicellular organism divided into two or more halves. Budding, it is a unicellular or multicellular outgrowth of unicellular or multicellular organism. In fission, parents' body loses its identity, but budding parents remain have its identity. In fission, parent body divided into many individuals. Parents But in budding, parent's body does not divided but produce a small outgrowth. Example of fission, amoeba and paramecium, budding, yeast, hydra and planaria. Dear student, you learnt the name, the example of particular type of mode of asexual reproduction. Next, mode of sporulation or spore formation. What is spore? Spore are very minute unicellular asexual reproductive bodies. Means these are minute unicellular asexual reproductive bodies which get dispersed and form new individuals on germination. They occur in bacteria, fungi, algae, many protists, and there are several kind of spores. They are important for the reproduction of asexual mode of reproduction. So, dear student, start then. How many type of spore are formed in our syllabus to perform asexual reproduction? First, zoospore. Important term, zoospore. First, they are motile, means they have flagella or cilia to move one place to another place, means they are motile. Second, flagellated and uninucleate structure, which are generally found in green algae and aquatic fungi. So, what are the zoospore? These are unicellular, these are uninucleate, these have the flagella to move one place to another place, so they are motile. Example, green algae and aquatic fungi. A sac-like structure initially developed to bear these spores known as the sporangium. The sporangium in which these zoospores are formed is called zoosporangium. Zoospores are biflagellate, means they have two flagella. Example, two flagellated zoospore found in Chlamydomonas, it is algae. What's Chlamydomonas? It is algae have two flagella in their zoospore. Quadriflagellate means particular zoospore have four flagella, which is found in Eulothrix, and multiflagellate Oedogonium means three algae. Thrice algae have different type of flagella. Chlamydomonas zoospore have two flagella. Eulothrix zoospore have four flagella, and Oedogonium zoospore have multiple flagella to move or show the motility. Those zoospores germinate to form a new plant body. So, dear student, what is the zoospore? Zoospore are uninucleate, flagellated, motile, asexual reproductive mode of reproduction. Maximum found in algae and aquatic fungi. Sometime if have two flagella, example Chlamydomonas, it have four flagella, example Eulothrix, it have multiple flagella, example Oedogonium. Next one is aplanospore. Aplanospore are spherical or oval, unicellular, uninucleate or multinucleate, non-flagellated. So what is the difference between zoospore and aplanospore? Zoospore are flagellated, but aplanospore are non-flagellated. So zoospore are motile, aplanospore are non-motile. The spore they are spherical, oval, unicellular, uninucleate, non-flagellated. The sporangium in which these aplanospore are formed is called aplanosporangium. Means zoospore are formed in zoosporangium and aplanospore are developed in aplanosporangium. Aplanospore are generally found in algae, terrestrial fungi, germinate under favorable condition to give rise a new condition or a new organism. Means zoospore are flagellated, aplanospore are non-flagellated. Zoospore are motile, aplanospore are non-motile. Zoospore are developed in zoosporangium, aplanospore are developed in aplanosporangium. Zoospore maximum develop in algae and aquatic fungi, but aplanospore are developed in algae and terrestrial fungi. Means zoospore develop on aquatic Fungi means water body fungi, but aplanospore are developed in terrestrial means land fungi. Next one is the conidia. Conidia are also unicellular, non-motile spores, and they are found in almost all classes of fungi. They are formed at the apex of a chain of conidia means conidiophore. In a chain, their origin is exogenous. Conidiophore may be branched as in Penicillium or unbranched in Aspergillus niger and wear conidia, singular conidium, acropetal sequence or bipetal sequence. Each condition or each conidium germinate on getting suitable substratum to give rise a new mycelium. So, dear student, third, asexually reproduction, spore is conidia. Conidia is unicellular, first character. They are non-motile, means they have no flagella or cilia to move one place to another place. They are maximum developed in all classes of fungi. Fungi, fungi, they are either developed in exogenous form at the apex. The, the group of conidia they form the chain of conidia that is known as the conidiophore. And important character, conidia are developed in exogenous. Exogenous means surface of the outside of the body. So, dear student, these are the conidia. Chain of conidia, simple conidiophore. These conidia are detached when they are matured and form a new mycelium, means body of fungi. Dear student, next asexually reproduce spore is Oidia. Oidia, sometime hypha of fungi, is divided into several smart part, means hypha of fungi. Unicellular part which are round or oval are called oidia, means oidium. Each oidium separate itself and grow into a new hypha. These oidia are found in chain. Example, mucor. The chain of oidia is called torula stage. So, dear student, when the mycelium septa or hypha separated from organism and form a spore-like structure that is known as the oidia. Example, mucor. Chlamydospore. Last spore is chlamydospore, which are related to our syllabus. In some fungi, cell of hypha converted into thick-walled spore. Mention this word thick-walled spore to survive adverse condition that is known as the chlamydospore. Under when reverse and under favorable condition, these spores germinate and form new hypha. Next term type of asexual reproduction is fragmentation. In this method means the method of fragmentation, the parent body divides into many pieces. That pieces are called fragments. So its type of reproduction is known as fragmentation. Means parent body divide into many pieces called fragment, each of which develop into a new offspring by regeneration. This method is quite common in algae, fungi, and bryophytes. Mention this example, fragmentation or fragmentation method is so common in algae, fungi, and bryophytes. It is also common in some sponges, platyhelminthes, nematodes, echinodermates. It is caused by mechanical disturbance, wave action in sponges, death and decay in older parts. It is common method of reproduction in green filament alga, just like Spirogyra. So we can say that fragmentation found in. So mention the character fragmentation. The parent body divide into many pieces or many fragments. It is found in multicellular organisms. Cell divided and form the pieces of unequal, that is known as the fragment. So dear student, fragmentation means body divide to form a small pieces of fragments. They are regenerate and develop a new animal. Next one is the regeneration. Do you this word also studied at your previous classes? The capacity of animal by which lost or cut out organ and replaced, repaired, restored, or even whole body is reconstituted from a small fragment of its during post-embryonic life of organism, that is known as the regeneration. So elaborate each word of this definition. First, the capacity of animal means all animals of universe are not capable to perform regeneration. First point means capacity of animal by which lost or cut out of organs. If any body parts are detached from main body, replaced from main body, repaired from main body, or restored from main body, or this detached part develop or constitute the whole body of his parents, that is known as the regeneration. The process of regeneration was discovered in first Hydra in 1740 by Tremblay. It is very helpful in multiplication of some animals like planaria, like Hydra. Planaria has extremely high regenerative ability. The body of planaria divide into many pieces. Each pieces has the ability to form a complete body. So, dear student, regeneration is a capacity or ability to regenerate, reconstruct to our body or reproduce to your body. Means any part of the organism, body cut, replaced, repaired, restore, or even we can say that one part of the body develop the whole body, that is known as the regeneration. This type of mode of asexual reproduction is first discovered in Hydra in 1740, but high regeneration power found in the planaria and Hydra. So, what is the example of regeneration? Is planaria and Hydra. Last one is a vegetative reproduction or vegetative propagation. Two words mentioned on here. First, propagation, second, reproduction. So, take the description. In lower as well as higher plant, regeneration of new plant from any part of vegetative organs is very common process. In this method, any somatic part, mention the word somatic part of fragment of plant after separating from its mother plant is developed into a new plant. Repeat this answer. Vegetative propagation means any part of animal or plant body, but that part is just have the character of somatic part, means somatic part or fragment of plant. When its part or fragment separated from his mother plant, that part or fragment or somatic part develop into a new plant, that is known as a propagation. Some organs like root, stem, leaf, bud are modifying in different ways take part in vegetative reproduction in plant. In protoplast, a plant obtained by this method does not differ in any way for protoplast of mother plant. So we can say that regeneration of new plant from vegetative part of or organs of parent plant is called vegetative propagation. So dear student, vegetative reproduction is useful. How to useful? It is useful to spread the plant in a wider region in simple way. Once a mother plant get favorable condition, it is then colonized to that regions by vegetative reproduction. So Offspring obtained by vegetative reproduction are adapted to those conditions in which their mother plant is adapted. Vegetative reproduction in flowering plant is two or more type. We have discussed this type of vegetative reproduction in new video. So dear student, today's content we have learned what is the asexual reproduction. Second, what is clone? First question, what is reproduction? What is the asexual reproduction? What is clone? And third, important question for your examination, why we can consider or we can say that asexually reproduced organism just like considered to be a clone. Next, type of type of asexual reproduction. First, budding, their definition and example. Second, fission, binary fission and multiple fission, characteristic and example. Then spore formation, sporulation. In spore formation, characteristic of zoospore, example aplanospore, example conidia, example and oidia, example chlamydospore, example. Means you have learnt two character or three characteristic of zoospore, aplanospore, conidia, oidia and chlamydomonas, and minimum two example which organisms perform that type of asexual reproduction. Then what is the fragmentation and example? What do you means by regeneration? Example. What do you means by vegetative reproduction or vegetative propagation? Definition example. Last one, plasmogamy or plasmotomy, type of asexual reproduction. Definition and example. So dear student, our board and our syllabus convey 2 marks at this videos. 2 marks means one objective type question, two objective type question or one 2 marks question. First question, what is asexual reproduction, characteristic of asexual reproduction. Next one is why we can say that asexually reproduced organism considered to be a clone, type of reproduction in fission, definition example, spores, definition examples, and so on. Thank you. Have a nice day.